So this is a rather spontaneous idea, and I just thought I'd film it because you might like to watch and you might like to create. I have so many things in the studio that I'm just sorting out, and you know me, I don't throw anything away. So I thought I'd make some postcards. I'm always using my underpaper. This is actually the paper that I have here. And I just usually put paint on it, drops on it or whatever, and I never throw it away. I use it for something else. And that's gonna be what I'm using. I'm gonna start with this, and then I have an old book page that I just put some paint on the other day. And I have some old tea bags of loose tea and just regular tea bags. Right, there's one here that actually look like this, and then I just gently tear them open and empty them out, and I don't cut them, I just tear them apart. And there's still some tea in there, but that's okay. Doesn't bother me at all. So I'll be using that. And then I started some mark making also the other day. I have a piece of packaging paper and my creative freebies, the circles, I cut them into stripes. So I'm going to be using those. No circles except here, just the stripes. The tea bags, the paper, I'll be using gesso, and I'll be using some matte medium. And I have a Stabilo all in black, and water, of course, and some cardboard, because I think I might make some postcards. I always like to make snail mail to send out. And I also have some two old postcards that aren't actually postcards, but they're the size of a postcard, so I need them too. So what I think I'm gonna do some stamping. And I just have a stamp that I carved myself, nothing exciting. And I have some artist pastels. I only used them once. I tried them out, and I think I'm gonna just delicately do something with them. And again, nothing fancy going on here. I'm just smudging around a bit. And I'm thinking if I need more color, I also have some wax pastels. And I'm just making loose marks, nothing fancy, and some acrylic paint. I'll just be watering it down. And that Stabilo all, just running in there with that too. So this is gonna smudge, and I'm just using my matte medium to glue these down, and I just love the texture that I get. And tearing them open. And I think I'm gonna leave some some areas, some space in there. And some of them are darker. Some of the tea bags are a bit darker than others, just depending on what tea I'm using. Oh, that was the gesso. Yeah, matte medium. That's the way the cookie crumbles. I'm gonna add some of these pieces just randomly, and yeah, I like that. Just randomly gluing pieces of my paper. Just randomly gluing down pieces of my paper and my strips, the stripes that I cut out from my freebies, and this also. So now, while my paper is drying, I'm going to cut out some postcards, and I just have this piece of, I'm just using cardboard. You can use whatever you want, and I'm just using the cardboard and checking out, okay, this is about the size, so I'm going to cut it here. And this is a bit smaller, but I might use it for a tag or something else. I'll be using these as tags, and this is going to be my postcard. It's still drying, but I still want to think about how I'm going to use it. I think I'm just going to tear it up, and I don't want to use it all over my postcard. But let's let it dry, and I think I'm going to be doing some stitching with it. Yeah. I'm gonna tear some pieces out and stitch, and maybe even add some. Okay, let's try this on one of the smaller tags. Now that's an idea. So let's get back matte medium, no gesso here, and I'm gonna put this on. Yeah, and then I can cut something out and maybe put it on here, or like I said, this was a spontaneous idea and I have actually no idea where it's going at the moment, but I'm having fun and I hope you are too. Spontaneous ideas are the best, and that's the way I usually work. I just get an idea and I sit down and I do it, and I really have to admit that I don't document it, and I send a lot of mail out, or I just create a journal and a friend asks me if she can have it and I sell it, or somebody reaches out if I post it on Instagram. And that's why I thought, okay, today I'm gonna share this with you Because if you have the freebie collage papers and you don't know what to do because there are circles and you're always cutting them out and just cutting them out in circles, I was thinking, why do I cut them out in circles? Why should I use them in a circular form? Why can't I just cut them in stripes? And I'm so excited right now. I can't even talk at the moment. Okay, I'm gonna leave these two the way they are, or maybe I'm gonna leave them because I'm getting overexcited at the moment and I don't want to get overexcited. I'm just gonna let it dry and let the other two postcards tags. I'm just thinking between German and English at the moment, I'm sorry. We're gonna let this dry and I'm just gonna leave my two tags as they are. And the other two tags and the other postcards that I actually wanted to make from the beginning, I'm just going to leave them for that at the moment. I'm not going to do anything with them. And I just want to wait until this is dry, until we can start again. Okay, let's let it dry.